Jamaican migrant workers were sent back to the Caribbean from an Ontario farm after holding a strike in protest of their workplace conditions.
Some days you're working, some days you're not. You don't pick and choose the days you want to work. That's not the way this works.
In a video obtained by CTV News Toronto, a man can be seen shouting and swearing at workers over their refusal to work. A previous video posted on social media shows a row of overflowing toilets with shower curtains acting as doors. The workers arrived in Canada in the spring and were scheduled to remain at the farm until the fall, but they were sent home on August 8th instead. Jamaica's Labour Minister says an investigation has since been launched. And the federal government says it is reviewing the circumstances of the workers' departure. The farm, however, has not responded to repeated interview requests from CTV News Toronto. For more on this story, I am joined live by Tanita Doma, member of Justice for Migrant Workers. Tanita, good to have you on. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
So I'll just start by asking for, you've seen this video, obviously, in some of these pictures. What's your reaction to this alleged treatment of these migrants?
So this is a specific situation, of course, but unfortunately for our group, Justice for Migrant Workers, this is not a one-off situation. This is part of an underlying problem with the temporary foreign worker program. It's employer-driven. It gives employers the power to unilaterally terminate a contract and send workers home without access to any of the legal or other remedies that other workers and migrants may have access to. So this is unfortunately often the case when workers are speaking up about the conditions that they're facing in the workplace or in their housing.
Now, Jamaica's Labour Ministry is conducting investigations, and it did report that there may have been challenges with the crop at that farm, which can be a common reason to terminate contracts prematurely. Of course, these workers are saying that they were sent home because they were protesting these conditions. What do you think about those two different answers?
Yes, we have heard from the employer and through the Jamaican ministry, where the employer told the ministry that was the reason the workers were sent home. But we were also told by the workers that the employer brought in new workers after these workers were sent home. So there is a difference in what the employer is saying and what the workers are saying. And what the workers are saying is that they were sent home because they are protesting these conditions. And the fact that new workers were brought in really calls into question whether those are the actual reasons that the employer sent these workers home.
Have you heard from these new workers yet in terms of conditions at the farm? Have you spoken to the new migrant workers that they brought in?
We haven't been in contact with the new workers that have been brought in, but we are continuing to be in contact with the workers who are still at the farm, workers who were there, who participated in the strike that took place regarding their housing conditions. And unfortunately, they're continuing to report that the same conditions are happening, that nothing much has changed.
Okay, Tanita, I'm going to have to let you go, but I do appreciate you taking the time to join us today for more on this. Thank you.
Thank you.